Hello, good morning students. In this class, we will discuss about reactive power control. As we know that reactive power control, there are some methods to control the reactive power. So first we will discuss voltage, system voltage is the function of system voltage is the function of reactive power. Is the function of reactive power. System voltage is the function of reactive power. It means voltage in our system remain constant with the reactive power in that system remain fixed. Means we can say that change in reactive power may cause change in system voltage. If reactive power in our system is more than requirement, then system voltage will increase, and if reactive power in our system is less than requirement or less than demand, then system voltage will decrease. So we write if reactive power in the system is more than requirement it may increase the system voltage. Means if their reactive power in our system is more than requirement, then excess of this reactive power in our system may cause increase in the system voltage. Similarly, if reactive power in the system if reactive power in the system is less than requirement, it may decrease the system voltage. It may decrease the system voltage. Means if we have to maintain the system voltage, so reactive power in our system should be constant or should be within a limit. So now next we discuss about methods to control the reactive power in our system to maintain system voltage constant. So next point is methods to control the reactive power in the system or methods of voltage control or methods of voltage control by using step changing transformer, by using step changing transformer, by using step changing transformers, and third is by using SPC, static power compensators, by using SPC, that is static power compensators, and last one is STATCOM, STATCOMs, to control the reactive power, So these are the methods to control the voltage of the system by controlling the reactive power in the system. First method is by using automatic excitation control method. Second is by tap changing transformer. Third method is by using SVC, that is static power compensators, and last is STATCOM. Now, first method is automatic excitation control method. First method is automatic excitation control method. Automatic excitation control. Automatic excitation control. Automatic excitation control. In this method, we control the excitation of the generator, and by controlling the excitation of the generator, we can control the terminal voltage of the generator. So in this method, automatic excitation control, we control the excitation or field circuit automatically by using automatic excitation controllers, so that system voltage may remain within limit. So now automatic excitation control, reactive power balance is maintained through an automatic control of excitation of the generators, and reactive power balance affects the bus voltage magnitude, as we know that. So automatic voltage regulators, sensors, these regulators sense the change in alternator terminal voltage and bring it back to the rated value by adjusting the alternator excitation. So main point regarding automatic excitation control is that we use automatic voltage regulator sensors in this method. Automatic voltage regulator sense the terminal voltage of the generator. Here, automatic voltage regulator sense the terminal voltage of the generator. Now, if there is change in terminal voltage, At the terminals of the generator, the sensors bring back to the rated value. By adjusting alternator excitation. Change in terminal voltage. Change in terminal voltage is bring back is brought back its rated value. Its rated value by adjusting excitation. By adjusting excitation of the generator. Means by adjusting the excitation of generator, we can control the or we can fulfill the change in terminal voltage, so that our terminal voltage becomes rated value. So in this method, output voltage of terminal generator obtained through a potential transformer rectifier. It is rectified and then filtered and then compared with the reference voltage. Now the voltage error signal is fed to an amplifier, and maybe an amplifier, a magnetic amplifier or transistor amplifier. Next, the amplifier output is fed to the exciter, field circuit, and which control the exciter field current through a buck or boost action. Buck boost action means it may increase the excitation or it may decrease the excitation according to requirement of reactive power in the system. Requirement in our system demands for reactive power, then it works as a boost action. So a control of exciter field circuit means a control of excitation current of alternator. This is simple method for excitation control of an alternator. Next is working of this automatic voltage controller. Now we can understand from this program. Now here we discuss about excitation control of an alternator using voltage regulators. So in this method, first of all, terminal voltage VT of generator is sensed using transformers, stabilizing transformer, and then this is filtered, and after filtration this terminal voltage is compared with the rated voltage. So here, now the terminal voltage of this alternator is using stabilizing transformers, and after filtering process, regulating filter, we compare here. This is comparator. So here we compare this voltage with reference voltage. So Vi is the reference voltage. Vi is the reference voltage. If there is difference in terminal voltage of alternator and reference voltage, then an error signal is given to the power amplifier. Error signal is provided to power amplifier. After this this error signal is provided to the exciter. Now this exciter change the excitation of the alternator which fulfill the terminal voltage or which fulfill the rated formula system, so that output voltage of the alternator remain rated value. So this is the working of simple of this type of excitation control method. Again, we say that the output voltage of alternator obtained through a potential transformer which is rectified, and after rectification this voltage is filtered, and after filtration this is compared with a reference voltage, that is VI. VI means this is the reference voltage about which we are discussing, and this is filter circuit, and this is SVT, stabilizing transformer, and tap changing transformer. We can use potential transformer in the circuit. Now after comparison, if the voltage error signal is fed to an amplifier, then amplifier output is fed to the exciter field circuit, and exciter field circuit control the exciter field current through a buck-closed action. So a control of exciter field current means a control of excitation current. Simple meaning is control of excitation, control of field excitation means control of field excitation means control of filter, control of filter, which is done by field exciter circuit. Now in this block diagram there are some parts which we are discussed. One is regulator, input filter, power amplifier, voltage limiter, exciter, stabilizing transformer, etc. Now components of block diagram. Components of the block diagram. One is regulator input filter, regulator input filter, the regulator input filter, power amplifier, voltage limiter, and after that voltage limiter, stabilizing transformer, stabilizing transformer. Now the function of each part in automatic voltage control method we discussed about the parts of automatic excitation control. That is, the first part is regulator input filter. Regulator input filter means, what is the action of regulator input filter? Generated output voltage Vt obtained through a potential transformer is rectified and filtered with this the help of regulator input filter. Next component, power amplifier. Power amplifier response of the power amplifier is characterized by the gain Ka and time constant Te. If amplifier is an amplifying Pa, may around 0.2 seconds. voltage limiter to ensure that the alternator does not lose synchronism with the system, it is necessary to limit the amplifier voltage. And exciter, for a DC exciter, the response is characterized by gain AE. And stabilizing transformer to improve the overall response. For example, a stabilizing loop is added to the control circuit. So stabilizing transformer feeds back a fraction of the derivative. So to complete the control circuit, the transfer function of the alternator has to be added to the block. So this is the working of each component during automatic excitation control system. Okay, thank you for today class, dear students.